to get with or not get with your friend's brother. Speaking from experience, it really depends. It depends on your friend, it depends on you, and it depends on their brother. My own personal story with this, it is what it is now, but it was a very dear friend. Myself and her brother, for lack of better words, hooked up with her consent, which sounds very weird, but we did. And at the time, she had absolutely no problem with it. She just didn't want to know the details, but she had no problem with it. He then proceeded to get back with his ex. Hunky-dory, we all moved on, it was what it was. Months down the line, he got back in touch, and I said to him that I wasn't happy to proceed if we didn't have his sister's blessing, if you will, my best friend's blessing, to which she said no. Completely fine that she changed her mind, but by the time she came to terms with the fact that she changed her mind, and effectively she realized a line had been crossed, by the time she got to that realization, she also learned that she couldn't be friends with me anymore, which is completely fine. I accept that. And I think that sometimes we go through these things in our lives to learn our own inner boundaries, and it took that second reopening, it took me taking the action I did alongside her brother, reopening that, in order for her to come to the realization that she was actually not comfortable with this setup. It sucks, but it is what it is, and you can't force a friendship. You can't force someone to feel something that they don't. It really depends. It really depends. Is your friend comfortable with you having this relationship with somebody that's also so close to them? What would that look like? What are you looking for in this? Is it something casual? And if it's something casual, what if one of you gets feelings? Given how most cases go in casual things, one person does tend to catch feelings, right? How will that be navigated? When does it come to an end? If you want something serious, and this person wants something serious, well, at some point, they're probably going to have to become the priority out of your bestie and them. If this is a serious person, they are going to have to become the priority. So it could go great, but to some extent you'd be losing a little bit of your friend. On the other side, if it doesn't go well, do you maintain your friendship with your bestie? Will they still be your bestie? Will your bestie be inclined to take sides? Most probably will, and it will be with their sibling. So really the question is, are you able to acknowledge the fact that you run the risk of losing your friend? You wouldn't just be losing the potential partner in this person, but you would be losing your friend. Are you okay with potentially losing your friend? More specifically, is this person that worth it? Whether it's just a casual thing or it's a relationship thing, have you exhausted every other option? Are they really that ideal for you? Is it really worth it? And then also sitting down and having a real conversation with your friend. I would suggest as well in a sober state, maybe having a couple of conversations, really sitting down and understanding them, what they're comfortable with, because that's important. And some friends will be like, I honestly don't care, and they will stand by that choice forever and ever and ever. Others will be like, no, that's really, really uncomfortable for me, and then do with that what you will. I would obviously recommend that you respect that. And then others will be like how my friend was. They think they're okay with it, and then the reality kind of hits, and then they're like, you know what, actually this is not comfortable for me. And in the case of my friend, it turned out to be somewhat a deal breaker. And I'm not angry, I'm not angry at how I'm upset, for sure. I'm disappointed. I didn't want things to go this way, but I can't be mad at someone for discovering what their own inner boundaries are. It's the type of thing, I'm not saying this is the equivalent, it's definitely not, because everything was above board, all the cards were on the table, but it's like the type of thing where, some people can stay in a relationship after cheating has occurred, and that's individual to them. I'm not one to judge. It depends on the situation, and it depends on the person and the people in that relationship. But other people, there's just no going back. They can't. Perhaps it's the mindset of building forward or looking forward. Maybe that's what it is. But for some people, once that line has been crossed, they can't unsee it. And so I cannot hate someone. I cannot hold anger towards someone who is living life for the first time like me, and just figuring things out. And if I was a part to play in that, that's okay. I know I tried my best. I'll be honest, I'm actually filming this video as I'm wrapping things up in this friendship. Sometimes I like to give advice as soon as possible, as I'm learning the lesson. Pretending like somebody's asked. Nobody's asked yet, but someone might. So take it from someone who's going through it or has gone through it. Try and keep a clean conscience, and do your best. I can't be mad at someone for coming to terms with something in their own time. It's okay. There's gonna be grief, I know. Oh. Yeah, I don't need to cry on camera anymore. I'm gonna love her and miss her like anything. And so no, if you decide to do that, you could be like me. Trust me, not a bad place to be. I got plenty more friends. I'm gonna be more than fine. She is too. But yeah, just know that, that's the risk you run. So choose wisely. How much are you willing to lose? Nothing in life is guaranteed. Nothing. Not one thing, no matter how much we try to delude ourselves. Security is an illusion. But if you're gonna bet on something, if you're gonna prioritize something, then make sure it's worth it.